Good morning, students. Up to last class, we have seen that how animals are dependent upon plants for food, for to take shelter. Do only animals depend upon the plants? Human beings, we are human beings. We also dependent upon the plants to get different kind of food, fruits, vegetables, pulses, cereal crops, cereals अनाज जिसको हम लोग खाते हैं, cereals. We also depend upon the plants to get a number of products also. Clothes, cotton obtained from the plants, right? Jute bags. We also depend upon many products, wood, timber, right? In all these way, human beings and animals dependent upon the plants. Okay? Now, a question arises over here. Do only animals and human beings depend upon the plants? Do plants also depend upon the animals or not? Plants dependent upon animals or not? क्या एनिमल्स भी प्लांट्स भी एनिमल्स पर डिपेंडेंट हैं? यस. वी रिलीज आउट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ड्यूरिंग द रेस्पिरेशन. We release out carbon dioxide during the respiration. That carbon dioxide utilized by the green plants to perform photosynthesis. Green plants take in carbon dioxide that is released by the animals during respiration. We have seen that in study of plant chapter that the plants dependent upon animals for pollination, transfer their pollen grains from one flower to another flower. Number 2, बच्चों when plants make seeds again and again, these seeds will fall down. उनके सीड्स कहाँ गिर जाएंगे? नीचे गिरते जाएंगे. अल्टीमेटली क्या होगा? अल्टीमेटली अ कंडीशन विल देयर विल बी ओवरक्राउडिंग. नियर दी प्लांट्स. जहां पर प्लांट्स है. इन दिस वे प्लांट्स डिपेंड अपॉन दी एनिमल्स. Plants are also depend upon the animals for dispersal of seeds, for pollination, for to get carbon dioxide. Is this clear? Now we are going to discuss one another point. Is there any balance in the nature? Is there any balance in the nature? You know, panther came to our Chittorgarh, came to our houses, and it causes too much damage. लोग उससे डरते भी हैं. Tiger enter in the villages, cities many times. रणथंबोर, और रणथंबोर का टाइगर जो है घूमता हुआ या बूंदी तक आ जाता है. कोटा तक तो नहीं आता, बूंदी तक आ जाता है घूमता. जो रास्ते में मिल जाता है उसका शिकार कर लेता है. वो भी तो डरते हैं ना. तो बच्चों, एनिमल्स, व्हाट हैपन इफ ऑल टाइगर्स विल बी किल्ड? क्या होगा अगर सारे के सारे टाइगर्स को हम लोग मार दें? टाइगर्स आकर के हमारे यहाँ पर ऐसे लोगों को मारने लगा तो लोग डर जाते हैं. क्या होगा अगर हम सब उसको सारे टाइगर्स को मार देते? If we kill all the tigers, all the carnivores, tigers, panther, what would happen? In such kind of the cases, deer, herbivores, cow, buffaloes, whatever the animals, herbivore animals live in the forest, they will grow in uncontrolled manner because there is no animal to hunt them, to eat them, to control their number. Because in the absence of controlling power, these animals will grow in uncontrolled manner. They will grow in uncontrolled manner and they will eat up the plants. They eat up all the forest. सारे के सारे प्लांट्स खत्म हो गए. सारे के सारे प्लांट्स खत्म हो गए. Now there is again struggle of the food. There is again struggle for food in case of the deer, goat, sheep. अब इनको खाना मिलना बंद, और जब खाना मिलना बंद तो they will also destroyed. ये भी भूख से मर जाएंगे. एक बात. Second, what happen if all the herbivores will die? All the herbivores killed. जितने भी डियर हैं, जितने भी शीप्स हैं, बफेलो, काव, गोट, जो भी हमारे herbivores यहाँ पर हमारे फॉरेस्ट में रहते हैं, if all herbivores killed, then what the carnivores, what would the carnivores will eat? In the absence of food, herbivores flesh, the carnivores also will die. So in this way there is a delicate balance between the plants, between the herbivores, between the carnivores and plants, herbivores and plants, carnivores and herbivores. There is a delicate balance in the nature. If any one of the organism, if any one, not all, किसी भी एक organism को खत्म कर दिया जाए तो it will vanish the entire balance in the nature. हमारी पूरी नेचर का बैलेंस डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है. हमारी पूरी की पूरी नेचर का बैलेंस डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है. Got it? So it is important to conserve different kind of plants, different kind of animals. All have their importance, their own importance in our nature. बच्चों, कोई भी प्लांट्स, एनिमल्स जिस नेचुरल एटमॉस्फेयर में रहते हैं उसको हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? हैबिटेट. व्हाट वी कॉल इट? हैबिटेट. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय हैबिटेट? अ प्लेस वेयर एन ऑर्गेनिज्म लिव. अ प्लेस वेयर एन ऑर्गेनिज्म लिव नेचुरली नोन एज हैबिटेट. जहां पर रहते हैं हम लोग, जमीन पर रहते हैं. हम लोग जमीन पर रहते हैं तो क्या कहते हैं? टेरेस्ट्रियल हैबिटेट. क्या कहते हैं? टेरेस्ट्रियल हैबिटेट, लैंड हैबिटेट. वी लिविंग ऑन द लैंड, टेरेस्ट्रियल हैबिटेट. If the animals, some of the plants, animals live in the water, when fishes and a number of, चाहे वो हमारे rivers में हो, चाहे ponds में हो, चाहे हमारे oceans, seas, whatever it is. So in these such kind of the animals that live in the water, such kind of habitat is known as aquatic habitat. क्या कहेंगे इसको? Aquatic habitat. A term also come over here. What is the environment? बच्चों, मैं यहाँ खड़ा हूं, मेरे आसपास जितनी भी चीजें हैं, all the things that surround us, known as environment. ये सब क्या है? एनवायरमेंट है, चाहे हमारे प्लांट्स हों, एनिमल्स हों, एयर हो, लैंड हो, माउंटेन्स हो, these walls, soil, these are all environment. So what is the environment? All the things that surround the animals, the plants that surround us, all the things that surround us known as environment. अब बच्चों, environment provide us facility to survive. It provides us food, it provides us water, it provides us air to breathe. The environmental factors. The environmental factors can be divided into two parts. Number one, living factors. Second one, non-living factors. The environmental factors depend upon, divide into two categories, living and non-living. Living component of the environment, non-living component of the environment. Living component. Living component, all the animals जो भी हमारे आसपास होते हैं, चाहे काउ, बफेलो, लॉयन, टाइगर, whatever it is. All the animals, insects, butterfly, housefly, honeybees, whatever it is, all the animals, all the plants, all the animals, all the plants, and third one, the organisms that can't be seen with the naked eyes. The organisms that can't be seen with the naked eyes are called as microorganisms. Are called as microorganisms. So, animals, plants, microorganisms. All living organisms form living components, biotic components of the environment. क्या कहेंगे इनको? Biotic components of the environment. Second one, non-biotic components. Biotic components, non-biotic components. Non-biotic components, all the non-living factors, non-living parts of the environment. Non-living, table, chair, water, air, water, air, soil, water, air, soil, mountains, water, air, soil, mountains, sunlight, these all जो भी नॉन लिविंग है, जो भी हमारे आसपास होते हैं, इन सबको हम लोग क्या कर देंगे बच्चों? अबायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स. व्हाट वी कॉल देम? अबायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स. बायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स, अबायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स.